Tony Orlando. Wow. Oh, boy, do we have a treat for you. You're hearing him there, but how about hearing him live right here? Tony Orlando, good morning. Welcome to WATD.
Thank you, Rob. Good morning to you and to all your listeners. It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Oh, this is great. Yeah, you got a question for Tony? Text in 781-837-4900. We're talking to Tony Orlando this morning. Gary Levitt, our good mutual friend, set this up. So thanks to Gary. He'll be on tomorrow night with his show from 8 to 9. Gary Levitt and Friends. So, Tony Orlando, what's been going on? It seems like for you, you continue to stay very busy.
Well, you know, I love the business. I thought retirement would have been a good thing. 2 years ago, I retired, and I got a call from Lionel Ritchie just not too long ago. He says, "What are you doing? Don't you miss it?" I said, "You know what I miss, Lionel? I miss the people." And now I understand why Sinatra and Cher and the Eagles, they retired. I don't know, all of them retired maybe 4,000 times and come back again and again. and the reason is exactly that. I don't miss what I told my wife a couple of years ago, I said, I can still hit the ball. I just can't run the bases. So, like, what are the bases? The bases are, you see those lines that you saw at the airport recently? Where, you go to flying today, it's a delay, it's a cancellation, it's a move to the next day. And going on the road with 5 and 6 guys like that was getting to me. So I decided to retire. But Lionel said, why don't you do an up-close and personal show like he's doing and like Paul McCartney's doing right now? And I said, well, that would be great because that allows me to see those faces again, to do the meet and greets, and thank the people. Honestly, Rob, they've given me an unbelievable dream come true journey. This is I've been doing this since I'm 16. This April 3rd, I'll be 82.
Oh, wow.
So,
yeah.
So, it's been all of my life. They are, meaning the audiences, are the people who gave me these great stories that I can talk about Elvis, my times with him, and Sinatra and the Rat Pack, and at the same time do my hits and enjoy them. And that is the truth, because this business is about the people, not about money. In the end, it's not. That's wonderful. Not about a great suite at the hotel, not about first-class hotel. It's about the people, and that is what I'm coming back for.
Oh, that's great. And, when it comes to someone like yourself, and of course you can see this, that it's genuine, that you bring people joy and happiness. And as you know, we need that more than ever in our world. And right? I mean, and so you get to go out there. And I imagine, as you said, obviously, the older you get, I mean, believe me, I wouldn't want to have to travel around everywhere. The schedule, that must get intense for a performer. But being able to, doesn't it, or...
Well, when you travel today, years ago it was a nonstop flight. Today you stop, it's 3-hour layover. And when you go on tour, it's grueling.
Yeah.
So this allows me to do maybe 3 a month. And look, they're coming in like crazy, these bookings. And we're doing the first test run at the Bellmore Theater on April 4th. So in Baltimore, Long Island. And the reason is that my friend J.D. Sarantakos, that's his theater, and he's Chris Angel's brother, and Chris is like a son to me. So they said, why don't you go and do it in the city that you were raised in, and people where you got your beginning. I'm also at WABC Radio for last 5 years. So it's been a great idea to come to that little theater and break it in, and just want people to know that they're able to come and hopefully enjoy this show that I'm presenting. It's a storytelling show, but also the music. It's also a musical. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody, and I appreciate your time on the radio, and I hope they enjoy the show I'm about to give them.
Oh, that'll be great. So again, this is the first, and do you think this will be starting again? It's in April. Can you give us the details, Tony, if anybody wants to?
It's April 4th at the Bellmore Movie Theater and Showplace. It's at 8 o'clock on April 4th. April 3rd is my birthday, so come and have some birthday cake with me. And look, you work for 9 presidents. You work with the great artists like Sinatra and Elvis. You end up working for Clive Davis and signing and producing Barry Manilow. You work with Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Your first writer was Carole King and Jerry Goffin. And you have this incredible time with Tony Orlando and Dawn Days on the television show with all those great stars. It's a great time for me to share some stories that you wouldn't believe. I mean, to be able to work with those people, it's given me a chance to share some unbelievable backstories that I think people would enjoy.
Yeah, people love the stories, and you have so many, and it's so great to be able to have access to those stories through you, the Storyteller, at Bellmore, in Bellmore, New York, Saturday, April 4th. It starts around 7?
Well, doors open at 7, show is 8 o'clock. It's right across the street from the Bellmore train station right there, so it's easy to get to. And it's going to be a night in which it's a birthday gift for me to go back in, and I mean that because truthfully, Rob, the people are the reason you love this business so much. You know that. You're in the radio business. You know that you connect with people in the most special way. I learned by doing a radio show how special radio is because you're connecting with people not even seeing you. You're connecting because your soul hits their heart or soul. It's a very beautiful part of our industry, the radio business. I've loved it, doing it at WABC, and I know you do. It's special, and hopefully all of my friends in New York will be able to come. It's a small theater, so I don't know how we're doing right now. I haven't even checked, but I hope there are seats available. But I hope you come. Maybe you and your family would love to come, Rob, as well. But this is a time for me to be able to share what the people have given me, a dream-come-true career with a lot of stories that would amaze them. There's some stories that I've never told before. Some of them might be even controversial, to be honest with you, but they should be told because the people are the ones that gifted me over. Well, I started when I was 16. So that's 65 years of show business.
Wow. It's amazing to be able to do what you love for most of your life. And if this show, Tony, you think perhaps you may take it elsewhere, you're saying maybe in the future?
Well, it's already being booked across the country. And right now we're putting together a documentary on those 65 years. So it's all part and parcel of wrapping it up as one final story.
Oh, good stuff from Tony Orlando. I'll read these final, just before you go, Tony, I'll read a couple of the messages in from the listeners this morning that really enjoy you. We have Gloria from Brockton. I love all Tony Orlando songs. My favorite is Skybird. That's Gloria from Brockton. Nina in Situate says, we used to love watching you on TV on the variety show. Great to hear you're well and happy. My brother would pretend to be Tony, and my sister and I pretended to be his backup Dawn. That's Nina in Situate.
Oh, I love it.
And JB wants to know, well, this is always a tough one, but it's the question, I'm sure. What's a favorite song of yours that you like to sing? Is there one, Tony?
I'd have to go back to Candida. Yellow Ribbon, of course, because Yellow Ribbon has allowed me to raise about $170 million on behalf of veterans, which has been really my life's work, and working for veterans since 1973. But I love doing Candida because it was the first step with Helma and Joyce and myself into a dream that we could never imagine. That television show, for example, there was a time when there was only 3 networks, Rob, and there was 36 million people watching that show every week. And so that song, I sing it and remember it as the springboard into a dream come true.
Oh, Tony Orlando has been with us today on WATD. Such a treat, a great surprise guest for us today from our good friend Gary Levitt from Gary Levitt and Friends. He had Tony, he reached out and said worked out well for his schedule. So we're so excited to have Tony on to talk about his great life. And don't forget as well, that show coming up will be the day after his birthday, April 4th. In New York, Tony Orlando.
Bellmore, Long Island, Bellmore Movie Theater and Showplace, and you, Rob. I have a great admiration of you on the air. You do an amazing show, And thank you very much for giving me the chance to speak to people, your audience.
Absolutely, absolutely. Tony, it's been a joy, and thank you very much. And thank you for everything you've done. I appreciate the time today. I really do.
Thank you, Robin. Continued success, and you have a great show, and you are classic radio sound. When I listen to you, it's like, oh, that's how you do it.
Oh, Tony Orlando there on the great WABC. All right. Thank you so much, Tony. Take care.
Thank you, my friend.
Bye-bye.
God bless you.
God bless.